everyone, it's James.
And Stephanie from the FitRV.com.
That's right, and we are here at the very first RVX Show. This is the coolest, biggest show in the RV industry. We're here to highlight exciting new products throughout the RV industry.
That's right, we're standing in the Winnebago booth, and we are here because we're about to reveal 3 new models that Winnebago has not shown anywhere else before. We're super excited for that.
That's right, well, we're here in Salt Lake City, but you could be watching from anywhere. So we'd like to hear from you. Sound off in the comments down below. Let us know who's watching, where you're coming in from.
Yes, and now after we share these 3 models, we have a big announcement after that. So make sure you stick around for the end.
But to show those 3 new models, I think we need some help from Russ.
Yeah, so let's go find Russ and let's start showing you these models. You ready?
Let's go.
Come on. All right, so we found Russ Garfin. He is the product manager at Winnebago.
Grand product manager.
The grand product manager.
Well, sure, why not?
I just promoted him.
Yeah, thank you, I like that.
But for the Class B and Class C coaches, correct?
Right, yeah, I'm responsible for all of our Sprinter Class Cs, made on the Mercedes Sprinter chassis, and then all of our Class B motorhomes.
Okay.
Speaking of Sprinter Class Cs, this is the first one we're going to take a look at here. This is the
Right,
2020.
yeah, we're really excited about that. I think it'll be a big surprise for everyone. We launched a new Vita and Porto last fall, which was on the Sprinter chassis as well. It's a different price point, clean and a little bit not as luxurious as the View and the Navion.
Well, what is this behind us? So
Right,
it's
this is a brand new View.
View,
It's
okay.
a 2020 View.
How many years have you been making the View?
We've been building them, started in 2005, so this is like year 15.
Okay.
And every year the View has been the #1 selling Class C motorhome on the Sprinter chassis. And we're extremely proud of that.
I bet.
And we want that to continue.
All right.
And the way we do that is make products that obviously people want to own and enjoy and see the country in. So this one, we've got a lot of feedback from our owners. It all goes into the pot and it comes out, and we're really excited about how this one turned out. And I can't wait to show you guys the 2020 View.
Let's get going.
This year, we basically checked all the boxes with all the new safety features from Mercedes.
And what are those?
Sprinter.
Yeah.
So tell us about some of those new safety features.
Yeah, so okay, starts with the headlights, the LED headlights. Of course, you're going to have the fog lights. You're going to have Distronic cruise control, which actually it measures the distance between you and the car in front of you and keeps that cruise.
Oh, because
so you
it'll
always
brake
have the same distance.
if you get too close.
Yeah, it makes it really comfortable to drive. So this is going to be really a lot easier to drive. It has active lane keeping, so it will actually use the braking system to keep you into your lane a little bit. So if you start to swerve out of your lane, it'll warn you and then give you a little gentle nudge back into your lane. If you need to stop in an emergency braking and you're not paying attention, it will start the braking for you. So it will basically brakes, and it will help you brake if you need to brake push harder. It's got sensors. You can see the camera sensors up there, and there's sensors down below that's monitoring all of that traffic around you, and so that's some of the cool safety features.
And this is on the brand new Sprinter
brand
chassis,
new Sprinter.
Right?
It's just out. This is some of our first production. We've been waiting quite a while for this and been working on this project for over 2 years at Winnebago.
Everybody is excited to see the new Sprinter.
Yeah,
we'll see more of that when we get to the inside.
Beautiful.
So let's start with the exterior, though. Talk about the exterior design. I love this W up here.
Yeah,
that is a neat feature.
It's an all-new front cap. We love that embossed, recessed Winnebago W up there that kind of comes around the edge so people will see you going by.
That's really neat.
Right? You've got curved windows on there that looks...
New teardrop curved windows on both sides, which is new for us. And they also have, you see the opening window there.
Yes.
So you can get cross-coach ventilation.
Fantastic.
Nice daylight there.
That's important.
Yep, and let's just keep moving around here, just the simple things that we've done. New transition wing walls, which are aerodynamic. You see you got that nice shape.
And they're made out of something different than fiberglass, correct?
Yeah, it's called TPO. It's thermal polyolefin, I think. And, and it's a molded, but it's really durable. And whereas this is kind of
it's not as rigid, right?
Not as rigid, so it should be more forgiving to rock chips and things like that than the traditional fiberglass. But it gives us this really nice shape. And up here, this is our new Super Shell that we launched on the Vita and Porto, and basically massive insulation.
Right.
Yeah, that's expanding foam between 2 layers in a special mold. So it's a multi-part mold to make this beautiful one-piece front cap, but it greatly reduces the number of parts. It's going to provide a lot better thermal insulation throughout the whole cap.
Fantastic.
For hot and cold, so you'll be able to keep your coach controlled better inside. and it will reduce the noise and make the whole coach quieter. And we've done a lot of things, both to go along with the new chassis to make the coach quieter that we'll show you.
Well, that new transition there is going to help if it's a little more aerodynamic.
Sure, a little bit more aerodynamic, a little bit less wind noise, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's go over by the door. I want to show the new door on this.
Yeah, let's check that out.
So what's special about this door, and how is it different than last year's model?
Right, so this is an all-new door for us. It's a molded door that we're actually purchasing from Europe. So this door is specially designed. In Europe, it's kind of a big thing to have quiet entry doors. You know, it should be a big thing everywhere, but they do a good job at it. So you can see it's got that nice handle.
Oh yeah,
and
I like that.
Open and close, open wide. You look on the inside, you've got really nice big grab handle here. To lock it, all you do is push in, and it's locked, right?
It's so not when just locking at a single point, right?
And you have dual latching points.
Oh, I like the blind on there. And you got this extra storage. So
yeah, you can use that as a trash can or to put umbrellas or whatever.
Shoes, maybe?
Yeah,
whatever.
Dog
leashes.
leashes.
Very European in the design of the door. We saw that all over Europe when we were there.
And it will. This is our first prototypes coming out here. This will have a gas strut on it that will help hold the door open in the wind. But if you just listen to this thing close.
Okay.
It's just like a car door,
yeah.
Right? It's really nice and solid. So that will be a really nice improvement for reducing wind noise and so on. In the battery area here, this is something we should talk about. Vio and Navion owners like to spend a lot of time, not being plugged in, just like a Class B owner, but it's just slightly bigger than a Class B. So batteries are important, electrical storage. So standard this year is Group 31 batteries.
Two of them?
Two of them. Last year, up till now, we've always been Group 24 batteries.
So it's 210-ish amp hours.
Yeah. So and it's about I think 25% or 24% more battery power than what you had before.
But that's not all, right? There's another.
That's not all. So you can now with these batteries, you maybe before where you could go 3 days, now you'd be able to go 4 days with these new batteries, off the grid, parked without going anywhere. The option is for lithium. We have 2 lithium batteries.
Oh, nice.
And
2 lithium batteries. So how much is that?
Oh, that's
same number of amp hours.
But you can use all of them.
Yes, it's a greater usable
So
capacity.
it instantly doubles your battery capacity. Your power.
Right.
You don't have to stop at 50%. And with an inverter, you've got an inverter, right?
Absolutely. A 2,000 watt inverter is standard.
All right, that'll run a hairdryer.
Sure.
Pretty much anything.
Run the microwave.
All right. So anything but the air conditioner.
Yeah, and it will also run the new induction cooktop.
Oh, and I love that new cooktop.
We'll get to that inside. So let's
go. Come on, let's go in.
Okay, so this is the 24D floor plan. It's a floor plan that it's very popular. It's actually the #1 selling floor plan for a Class C Sprinter in North America. So what we wanted to do is make it a little bit better.
Okay.
So all of the new 2020 Views and Navions are going to have more storage capacity, all the stuff to make it easier to use for our owners.
But that's 12-volt fridge.
It's 12-volt only, so you don't need to run the inverter to run the refrigerator.
Good.
So that because the inverter, just running in neutral, it's gonna use some battery power. So
I'm familiar with this floor plan because I stayed in one of last year's models last summer at GNR for a week, and I loved it. But the first thing I noticed when I walked in here is how different the design and the feel is. There's accent lighting, and the white cabinetry is just so beautiful.
I was going to comment on that. You've really kind of done like an update. Like I'm noticing the white and the modern thing.
All new.
But you've got the nice walnut accents in here that make it not so much like you're living in a spaceship.
Yeah, the walnut wood is beautiful. Again, lots of storage. Put the microwave convection oven down below here. All of the drawers, that light goes on and off when you shut the door, the light goes off.
All right, I'm noticing your hand. This is cool.
This is our new hybrid cooktop, which is LP gas, and it's a nice high efficiency LP closed burner for easy cleaning. Nice heavy grill. But then you also have induction to run off the battery. So if you want to run the coach without using LP, you can do that. Certainly when you're plugged in or when you
want to conserve the battery, back to LP.
Yeah, when you want to conserve batteries, use the LP, and that's how this will work. All of the Views and Navions are going to have huge galleys like this, lots of countertop space. Big windows, customers love that part of it.
I do love that. And this floor plan, we should show how this bed drops down because I love that feature Can we at least drop the bed?
Yeah, let's give it a try. Yeah.
All right, let me get out the way. Don't drop it on me.
I'm gonna have to get out of the way to do it.
Oh, you want to do it? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll do it. So basically, I'll let you, Vanna. Could you do the
oh, the legs.
The legs.
The legs.
Yes.
I forgot.
Yep.
I forgot about that one step.
Yeah, so that's new. It's a change from the old, the current 24D. And then there's a switch here by the shower that you just push the switch and down comes the bed. And one of the benefits a big benefit of this bed is it's a walk-around queen.
I love that you can get through here,
Yep.
and you can even open the fridge. You can't open it all the way, but you can,
get a
get
snack
into it.
while you were in bed.
Snack, yeah. I might be going.
Not that we would recommend that.
Like an
but
apple.
it could be carrots or something like
Carrots.
that, yeah.
There we go. Hummus.
Yeah. So this has got a gel foam in it, so it's very comfortable. It's got the slats underneath.
Okay.
What's really cool about this bed is that you leave all of your pillows, mat, and blankets and everything on the bed. Push it up, so it's just like that.
And
when you
that's
wanna
a
go to
big
bed.
deal because we don't like
Very big
messing
deal.
with
Yeah.
puzzle piecing
No,
beds together
no
or
puzzle
making the
beds.
bed every
Right,
night.
right, yep.
So just dropping it down.
So
All right, very
that's
cool.
good.
So
Storage behind. You'll look on both sides. You're going to see 110 volt outlets.
Oh, yeah,
USB,
and USB
plugs on
outlets
both
here.
sides, so you can keep your phones charging, your iPads, whatever. Really a beautiful bedroom.
yes, and then up just as easy.
Yep, we got to get the batteries back charged up.
All right.
Ba-boom.
There we go.
And then you just simply push this button. Is that it? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, it's
That's it.
beautiful, and I
Little storage
love
underneath
this one.
there. Yeah, a couple
Awesome.
things before you run out of time. A couple things I also want to point out is that we've done a lot to try to make it just more functional for people. So a couple things that our styling folks and planners came up with was, look at this recessed paper towel holder.
Oh,
So
I
it's right
remember
here.
seeing
So
this.
you
How do
just-
you?
Yeah, just
Okay.
yep.
Oh wow!
And
Check
that's
that out.
behind there. So just open it up and you can see.
Oh yeah, there
where
it
it
is.
stores in there.
And a little extra storage up top.
Yep. And one of the new things that we're doing on all of our compact coaches is we're adding a port in the ceiling, which is right here. So if you're going to add any kind of a Wi-Fi booster or
Cell booster.
cellular booster antennas or even a satellite antenna for TV, you could just
go through there.
You pop this cap off. There's a box on the roof. You run the wires
If
through.
you've ever
Very
had
easy.
to install something on the roof of your RV, that's
It's a big
huge
deal.
You don't have to
Yeah.
drill a hole in your roof to get it up there.
You've been listening to your customers on
Well,
that.
yes, we have. Yeah, we try.
Yes.
We try.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't. So you got the beautiful U lounge with storage underneath there. You've got the pop-up extensions for even more seating. All of the overhead cabinets all the cabinets have positive latches this year, so they don't come open going down the road.
Excellent.
We've carpeted the inside of these overheads, so it keeps things quiet.
Okay. And then it'll slide around.
They don't slide around.
We really should show the cab because
yeah,
this is the new
This is the
Mercedes.
new Sprinter. Everybody
Everything
wants
we've
to see
done is
this.
kind of tie into that new Sprinter chassis.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick look at it. I love this new cab. It's much quieter than the current cab. You got a new 6-speed transmission, so that's going to be a lot smoother. We're in the nav right now. It's going to start to load up. Look at the buildings actually come up, and you'll be able to just say, just tell it with artificial intelligence, just like the Google, Hey Google or whatever. You're going to say,
And you say, hey Mercedes, navigate me to a Chevron. Oh, look at that. You found one.
you got power seats. You've got the wet wipers, which instead of spraying water up, the wipers have the fluid all along the wiper edge.
Okay.
So driving in wet or when you want to clean your windows, you can be able to do that a lot better.
Conserves the wiper fluid. You're not
Sure.
spraying it all over.
Yeah.
Okay.
And heated power seats, all the luxuries that you would expect in a nice Mercedes car are now in your Mercedes motorhome.
It's much less like a work truck up here than like the first generation Sprinters.
Yeah,
so-
and I've driven it, and that with that Distronic cruise control, it just makes it driving a lot less stressful because you're never not worrying about braking and going and keeping up with traffic. It's going to do that for you whenever you get into traffic. So and with the blind spot or with the lane keeping assist, just some really cool stuff.
Okay. So this is on the new Sprinter, but this isn't the only vehicle we're introducing that's new on the new Sprinter, right?
No, absolutely not. So this is our new Class C on the Sprinter chassis, but we also have a brand new, very exciting,
Oh, yeah.
probably one of the things that really you guys are going to really love is the new Boldt.
All right, well, let's go see it.
Let's take a look.
All right, so of the models that we're showing today, this is our personal favorite. We are so excited for this new Boldt.
Yeah, we are too. This is a crazy amount of experience with the success we've had in our Travato and in our Era and in our new Rebel, all kind of brought to one to take advantage of this new chassis and bring out a brand new product on the exciting brand new Mercedes Sprinter chassis.
I talked to Chris a little bit about this, and he said he took like all the lessons he's learned from working on all these other rigs. They've been planned into this thing from the get-go.
Right, yeah, and we've done our best that way. So this thing has two floor plans that we're launching it with, a KL and a new one that we're calling the BL. This is the KL here. It's got some neat features in it, and we'll talk about those when we get around to the back. But as far as the Mercedes side goes, you know, pretty much what we talked about on the new View. Everything in probably just maybe one or two more boxes, but every box that you can imagine is checked on this one from Mercedes. So it has all of the safety features, all of the entertainment features. You know, it has the Wi-Fi hotspot in there. It has the phone charger.
Wireless
phone charger. You set your phone up there. It also has, which is not available on the cutaway chassis from Mercedes, but on the van, it has blind spot monitoring, which is like the #1 thing that came up with some of our workshops with our owners that they would like to have in their RV. That way, you know, when you're driving, you've got the additional little light blinking on the mirror that says, hey, there's somebody in your blind spot. You know, be careful if you're trying to change lanes or something like that.
And this is still a 6-cylinder dual rear wheel?
Yeah, 6-cylinder dual rear wheel. It's got the new 6-speed transmission, which is a lot smoother.
It's available in 4-wheel drive as well, yes?
It's also going to be available in 4-wheel drive, and I think people are going to like the fact that this is got a lot of ground clearance.
It's huge. I crawled under it. This is easily the most room under a Class B that I have ever experienced.
Even without 4-wheel drive, it has a lot of clearance.
Already, and now you put 4-wheel drive, you're going to get some
even more.
So this is kind of going to give people that want a more luxurious Revel, right? They want to be going to those national parks and getting off the grid. This will be a great motorhome for those people as well.
Well, and let's walk around and let's start
All
right,
checking it out. So the running board, that's something that caught my eye right away.
Yeah, so this is our new running board. It's wider. It's got the Winnebago
lit.
logos. It's lit underneath.
Okay.
It's got the places to tie leashes to.
Oh.
It's got the new, if we had the key fob, I could show you that, but this is pretty cool. Check out this, which is going to be really nice. Right?
That is sweet. If you've ever tried living in a van for a while, you know that constant slamming of the van door is a huge deal. That is sweet.
So you'll be able to push a button and this will shut quietly?
Yeah, you can shut it just like this. Or I can just touch it and it'll go. There's also a button in here from the inside you can push, or you can use your key fob. I'm just going to push the button here.
All right, let's see.
That is awesome.
That'll robot door for us,
fantastic.
Right? So
I want this.
Some pretty high technology in here.
Awesome.
There's like almost a foot under there, it felt like.
Yeah, there's a lot of room.
So you started talking about the Pure 3.
Yeah, so this is a Pure 3 standard. So it's going to be
standard.
Lithium. One of the differences between this and the Trovato Pure 3s is it's going to have a bigger battery.
Okay, so the Boldt's having a bigger battery.
33% larger than the Travato Pure 3.
33%, so wow.
Because one of the things about this is this is built on a Mercedes diesel.
Yes.
And so diesels really, with the particulate filter and so on, they really don't like being idled that much because you can clog your particulate filter. Mercedes asks us not to put, you know, the auto start feature on this, so we want to put a bigger battery in there so people have less of a need to start it. So you'll have 33% more battery power.
So you can go remote longer that way?
Yep.
Without having to worry about starting up.
Running your air conditioner, running everything, no problem.
And the other thing that I can't show you because it's built into the van, but you'll notice that when you go inside with the quiet, is the insulation. So this is the most insulated van that we've done so far. We've taken what we've learned in the Revel, and we've even gone a little bit further with the interior construction. So now we have a double layer insulation system.
Nice.
So we're using the automotive grade sound deadening and thermal insulation that won't mold or mildew or won't trap moisture.
And it's a solid foam piece, right? It's like EPS foam.
Yeah, solid foam, so it won't
compress over time.
Over time and kind of fall away from that. And that's pressed into there. And then over that, on the inner panels, we have just a solid sheet of that. So that presses up against, so even on like the metal ribs and things in the van, those are also insulated from the inside of the van. So you won't have those cold spots.
So that is making this a 4-season coach?
Yeah, absolutely. 4-season capable.
Wow,
so
that's awesome.
With the insulation that we have in here and the Truma Combi, heat system, yeah, you'll be able to use this in all kinds of temperature conditions.
That is so exciting. So we're here by the name Boldt. So where'd you come up with that name? Let's hear that story.
Oh, well, I love the name because Boldt's got a couple of cool meanings. Obviously, you know, it sounds like Boldt, which is electrical bolt with having that great big lithium package.
Yeah.
So you got the electrical side of it. And then this little logo here, you know, showing the compass. And also that looks like the switch for the
Pure
Bolt,
3.
Pure 3
oh,
system.
right on.
So that all fits together. But Boldt is part of the name Humboldt, and I don't know if you've ever seen a town or heard of an animal named after Humboldt. Yeah,
Absolutely.
There was an explorer back in the 1800s. I just was reading a book about it a while ago, and amazing. That Alexander von Humboldt. If you're looking for something to read about a magnificent scientist and explorer,
Yes.
you know, he really traveled all over the world, and I think people that buy the Boldt are going to want to travel and explore. And
That's a
cool
wonderful namesake for him. You know, I think he has the most animals named after him over any other scientist.
Yeah.
I have to look it up, guys.
Look
I
it
think
up.
that's a little
You've
fun
been reading
fact.
too, apparently.
Trivia nights. Trivia nights.
Trivia night.
Yes.
Yeah, there's going to be some questions later. So let's check out the back.
Okay.
All right.
This is your spare tire, obviously,
Full-size spare.
but it's got an easy release here. You know, it's a heavy device, so it's a big mechanism, but this design should help a little bit with that. You're going to recognize this
Detachable?
floor plan because it's a little bit like the Travato 59K.
Very much like the
But
Trovato of K.
It's
Well,
been reversed.
Flipped on the bathroom.
It's been flipped a little bit. You know, you have some differences in the chassis. So we've accommodated those. We were able to flip the bathroom. So you can see now that we have, in this model, we have a fixed sink instead of a drop-down sink. So it's a nice bathroom, full shower. You're going to see you got all your connections that you can use from the outside here. But this is something that that we learned is people want more storage in the back to put all of their electrical cords and sewer
And that's really
connections,
deep.
tools, etc.
Mel would approve.
And Mel, I think you could put Mel right in there.
Could be a litter box mod. Litter
Sure.
box down there. Cut a hole here.
Sure. And on both sides, you know, we've got the roll of screens with the magnet catch.
Nice.
So these are really nice. And one of the things that we learned just in testing this, which really wasn't intended, is that it's a full blackout screen as well. When you close this off, you put an air gap between you and the back doors, which helps with keep the coach warm inside. So the bathroom is a lot warmer in this coach.
Speaking of warm, I'm noticing this floor. That's like 1.5 inches thick.
It's a little bit thicker than what we've seen in the past. This has got an insulated layer of EPS foam underneath of the plywood, so it gives you more of a thermal break and some insulation from the floor. So
it's protecting you from that cold body.
It should be feel better in the cold weather.
That's fantastic because that's where in vans it tends to lose a lot of heat.
Even in our own van, that's the one thing I couldn't address.
Right,
you know,
is the floors.
The floor.
Right, once you got that,
great.
put some carpet down or something. Let's take a look inside.
All right, let's go.
I noticed this table right away coming in.
Yeah, so this is a nice table. It will fold up. You got several connections, but you look here. This is a new assist handle.
Right.
And this is made by Ramtrack. So the table is designed so you can put it up and down. You loosen the knob here. You can put it up. You can work.
You can even swing it out here.
Swing it outside the coach.
I could work out here. I could lower it a little
Right.
bit.
Lower
Work out
it.
here.
Lower it down. Raise it up to about this level. I can work on it. You can also move it to the back and use it as a table inside the coach.
So it's super. Does it swing out of the way? Does it pivot or something?
Yeah, you actually release the pivot here, and then you can put it away like that.
So you could swing it against the door.
Yeah, so when you're driving, this sits up behind your driver's seat. Doesn't take up a lot of room.
Or you can detach it completely and move it to the other spot
Exactly.
inside the coach.
Exactly.
All right.
So the Galley is pretty similar. People that are familiar with our 59K will recognize this. Things have been moved around a little bit. Got a new sink, a new faucet, nice new Corian countertop.
I like how the induction is far over to
Yeah.
the left, so there's more
People have
countertop
asked
here to
for
work.
yeah.
It's a big deal having that. Oh, and I'm noticing some ram mounts here.
Ram mounts are all over in this coach. So this is actually built into the window treatment. So you can see that you got the ram mount, little basket that you can adjust. We put these two baskets in here, and people can use them and put them where they want in the coach.
Fantastic.
But there's, any number. The sky's the limit of what you could put in there. You could make your own connectors. You could use ram mounts, make your own ram mounts. You can see we got a little ram mount iPad holder back there.
Yes, so lots of options in here.
But people love to modify these things, and this will make it easy to add, you know, your own little touch to your coaches as well, without having to worry about where you're drilling into the coach and so on. Lots and lots of storage in both of these coaches. We worked hard on that.
I'm noticing that. I love that there's so many storage options in here, and the cabinetry looks a lot like in the Travato, but it's
Same
nothing
colors.
like the
Yep.
Travato, is it? It
It's
just
a new
looks
design.
like it.
It's a new design. It's a lot more. It's pretty robust, and you know, we'll be seeing this transition in other products as well.
All right,
going
right
forward.
on. And is there solar standard on this?
Yeah, it comes standard with the 200 watts of solar.
200 watts.
Yep.
Wow.
And you got the big lithium battery. Lots of storage everywhere you look. You know, there's storage even here under the bed. There's some storage compartments that you'll see later.
Oh yes. And these beds do somehow
the beds come together,
right?
no more puzzle bed. You just pull it across.
I'll get out of the way so you can
You
do
can just
that.
grab that and help me out here.
Yeah.
Pull it across. You
Oh,
can see. You got the slap bed, and then you can pull the bed across.
And then you've got the extra cushions.
You pop in the cushions. Yep.
Aw, all right.
Isn't that cool?
That is. I love how easily that the
Okay.
bed slides in
All
and
right.
out. Okay, we'll put this back together.
Okay.
But there's another floor plan, so we should go look
yeah,
at the
let's
other
check out
one
the other,
too.
the 70B.
All right, Russ, we are here in the new 70B
Yes.
floor plan, and this is the one that we're just personally over the top excited about. So right away, I'm noticing that this dinette seat, this is a dinette, right?
Right, yep.
But it's way more in our Trovato or Mercedes Bolt upright.
Yep, it's a new design to make it, you know, more ergonomic and more comfortable. And it's, you know, really great seating position. You also
There's a lap
have-
belt.
Well, it's not a lap, it's 3-point seat belt, so it's a shoulder harness.
Oh.
Yep, so you can pull that around and over your shoulder, so it'd be, this is, you know, a lot of people have asked for that, so we're going to provide that. But this is a great seat for a single person. We also have seat belts in the back, so more people can sit in the back, and you can bring 6 people if you want in this van and have everybody belted in.
So if I were going to work, this is where I would work
is where you
from.
work,
This is it. And there's no pole in the middle here
No,
or
it's-
anything for me
it's-
to bump my legs
Yeah,
into.
it's a nice simple design that allows, you know, 2 people to eat here or play cards or whatever you're gonna do. And this slides in and out easily out of the way. So
and you still got the same table as in the K.
Yes.
There.
Yeah.
But then now we have 2 tables.
Yep.
And
And
this
this table can also be used back in the back between the 2 beds.
Okay.
So-
and speaking of beds, I
Yeah.
think this actually becomes a bed.
Yeah, that makes a nice little
Let me get this address for you.
child's bed.
Let's
So,
do it.
Pretty simple. You just pull the cushions off, but look at there. Before we get into there, I want to point out this
Oh,
little secret storage compartment.
brilliant.
So everywhere you look in this van, you're going to find a little surprise storage compartment. You know, one of our mantras back at Forest City is, on the vans anyway, is when in doubt, carve it out. Right? Find every storage place that you can get. So you can see even in here, you got a little place where you could put
Gloves, keys.
Yep, and just trying to do that.
sunglasses.
But to get back to the bed, very simple. Just pop the cushions off, pop it up. Another little storage area in here, but this bed just pops down.
Oh, wow.
Pretty heavy duty. You can see there's some nice metal structure in there, and then this just makes the bed.
That
Now-
is far easier than most
Yeah,
some assembly required.
and you're
beds that
gonna
I've
you're gonna
seen.
pull these seats closer together when you do it to kind of give you more room and hold
Keep
the
people from
cushions in
falling
place.
out.
Right, but that's it. Pretty simple.
That was incredibly easy to do.
Yeah.
So we've actually, and there's no extra cushions, right? I mean, those
No,
are all cushions you
they're-
would take anyway. There's nothing extra you have to bring in store.
Right.
Those are all part of the dinette to begin with.
Sure. Pretty simple.
I love it. All right, so anything else up front, or should we head to the back?
I think that's it. I mean, this is our new shelf up here that we kind of got this from our Revel owners. So some of them were doing this mod into their coaches. So we thought, heck yeah. So it's a nice heavy-duty metal shelf up here that's got lots and lots of room.
Awesome. Well, let's head to the back and see
Sure.
what we've got back there.
Okay. So back here, we've really kind of provided a huge sleeping area. This makes into one big king bed. Also, you could bring things in from the outside if you had a paddleboard, bicycles, whatever that you wanted to carry with you. You could
It
bring
gives you a
in.
lot of flexibility because you
Yeah.
can either have a huge bed or you can use this as a garage space, really.
Right. So you got a little TV there. I know you guys don't watch any TV, but some of
We would use these RAM mounts for our
Yeah.
iPads. I think
We would
that-
definitely be using
Yes.
TV, and it has the new sound
This
system.
is cool.
Yeah, it's a Bluetooth JBL home theater system. So you can connect that to your phone. It really sounds great. and you could take that off of there, off the ramp mount if you wanted, and use it outside. Sure.
You know, this really does have a ton of storage. When it comes to camper vans, this, I don't know, do you know what the numbers are and how much you have?
I don't know the numbers, but it's got to be the most. Look at how big this one is.
Yes.
It goes all the way back. It's just one big, huge storage space.
Wow. Yeah, no, I'm looking around at all the cabinetry, and there is so much storage in this one.
You're also
There's storage under the beds?
Storage under the beds.
Wow.
Jeez.
Very cool.
And these are the kind of the easy put together bed that we showed you in the other floor plan. This just slides across.
All
And slide the beds
Yeah,
together.
slide the beds across. Yep.
Again, no extra cushions to bring. I mean, there are those bolsters which you could use, but
Right.
they're part of the...
Yeah, they're part of the whole, and there are seat belts on both sides, so you can fasten people in back here.
So the bolts are available to order as of now if people are
We're
interested?
just now starting production in
starting.
Fort City, so they'll be available at the dealers probably in, what is this? It's end of April, May, in that area, you'll start to see them at the dealership.
Well, I'm really excited about the 4x4 option too.
Yep.
Well, thank you for giving us the tour of these 3 awesome coaches, but now we're not done. We still have something else. We have some news. Winnebago wants to share some news.
I've always wanted to say this in a video, but wait, there's more.
There is a lot more. I can't wait to show
Yes,
you guys
and
what we've got coming, and has something to do with a Trovato. Let's go take a look.
All right. Okay, Russ, we've been teasing everyone with this big announcement for a while now, so spill the beans. What have you got for us?
Here we go. So we've been waiting for this moment for a long time, and this is the time where we're going to announce a strategic partnership with Winnebago and the National Park Foundation. We are going to support and activate our owners to use the national parks, and especially the lesser known parks around the United States.
It's cool.
It's very
so
cool.
exciting.
Yeah, we have so many owners that just love the national parks, and now Winnebago and the national park are going to be together. And I would like to introduce Rob from the National Park
Come on
Foundation.
over, Robert.
to tell us a little more
Hi,
about
good
it.
to see
Great
you,
to see
Robert.
you. How are you?
Thanks for being here.
Great to be here.
So I want to know, why is this partnership with Winnebago important to the National Park Foundation?
Well, the National Park Foundation is the official nonprofit partner of the National Park Service.
Okay.
And we work with great companies like Winnebago and also private individuals to raise money so that we can connect more people with our national parks, but also work to protect and preserve them
That's
for
wonderful.
generations to come. And so we are so thrilled to be joining with Winnebago in this effort here today.
It's an exciting partnership.
It is.
Right.
So now, speaking of Winnebago and RVs, what advice do you have for RVers visiting national parks?
Well, RVers, just like really anyone else visiting a park, it helps to do a little research first, right? So go to findyourpark.com,
in Kentron 2 Park Game.
and just do a little research. There's 420 park units out
That's
there,
a lot.
and so there really is a park for everyone. Figure out what you like, figure out what works for you, and then get out there
Great
and go.
advice. Okay, you said there's park for everyone, but what about for you? Do you have any favorite national park memories or stories?
It's like asking to pick your favorite child, right? but from coast to coast, there's so many great units.
Yes.
And my parents raised me in the national parks, and I remember those memories. We've raised our own daughters in the parks, and so just the whole scene really is one that's just terrific.
Okay, so everyone knows like the famous national parks like Grand Canyon, Yellowstone, Yosemite, but of the lesser known parks, like which of those lesser known parks would you recommend?
Yeah.
Well, again, remember, 420 parks. So there's really a park very near almost every American, right? So again, findyourpark.com. But right here, we're in Salt Lake City, just less than 100 miles away, Golden Spike National Historic Site.
Ah, yes.
It's where we brought the railroads together and joined America. Cool. It's a fabulous site. Not a lot of people get there. It's one of the ones I'd highly recommend.
Okay.
So there's so many activities that you can do at national parks. What are the best activities?
I should be asking you guys that, right?
Well,
It's not. But again, from just hiking in the great outdoors to education, heritage, cultural sites. The really wonderful thing about the national park system is its richness and diversity of activities. So again, findyourpark.com, check it out, see what works for you, and go visit one, or two, or three.
Or 420 if
Or
you've got the time.
420.
All right, thanks, Robert.
Great.
Thanks,
Good
Robert.
to see you guys.
Thanks,
Yes.
Robert. Thanks for your time.
So, Russ, how is this partnership with Winnebago, how is that going to how are you going to put that into action for Winnebago
Right.
owners?
Well, this is kind of, for me, this is pretty exciting. But you know, for Winnebago, for the past 60 years, every person that's bought a Winnebago, it's been like the highlight of their experience with Winnebago is visiting the national parks. So all of our owners are going to have opportunities to interact with Winnebago, and with our relationship with the National Park Foundation, there'll be a lot of interesting things happening throughout the year that we're excited about. But more than that, especially, you know, what we like is these little B vans behind us, and for this, we have the perfect vehicle for visiting the national parks. And the lesser known park, the farther off the grid, the better you're going to be, because this is our brand new, really exciting, limited edition National Park Foundation Trovato. Let's take a look.
Let's go.
Yes.
Okay, Russ, so limited edition National Park Foundation Travato. What makes this one special?
Yeah, this is it. You know, it's got all kinds of changes that we've made to make, you know, the Travato is already in the national parks on a daily basis. Our owners just love, you know, you guys, we just love to go to the national parks. But so we thought, what can we do to make it just a little bit better for that getting off the grid? And this is it. So it starts with the Pure 3 energy management system, which is standard on the National Park Foundation Edition. But what we've done is we've upped the battery. So it's 33% bigger than the Pure 3.
33%
33% bigger, yes.
In the regular lithium
Than
Travato.
the regular lithium Travato, yeah, than the Pure 3.
That's awesome. I'm noticing some new wheels and suspension improvements.
Oh yeah, so
here.
you know, we think people are gonna have to get over a rock here and there. So we got new tires, pretty cool, sexy wheels, which of course you have to have if you're gonna go.
Well, yeah.
You know. Down those gravel roads, of course. But we also had the Sumo springs, which would be standard in this product.
Yeah, it looks
Front
like
and rear.
it's higher suspension,
They're
so
going
that's
to give you,
Sumo
they're
springs.
going to give you a little bit higher suspension, a little bit firmer suspension for those rough roads.
A little bit more clearance.
A little bit more clearance, which people like. And I don't know where we came up with this color here.
I think it would be fine if the whole van were that color.
I love the yellow.
Yeah, but we had to tone it down a little bit. We are going to the national parks, right? So we've got just kind of an ode to the FitRV, and also we think the yellow really sets off this granite colored van.
Yeah, it's not overdone. It still gives it a really rugged, tough, let's go to nature look, but it's not too much.
Yeah, think of it like a little hummingbird in the woods. There you go.
Running board looks a little wider.
Yeah, it's our new running board. So it's a big beefy running board. It's got loops on the sides, so you know you can leash up your cat there.
Don't try leashing your cat to a vehicle. It doesn't work.
But check out these new graphics.
Love them. I love the matte black that's in with the window section. It gives it also a kind of a tough look.
There's your National Park Foundation logo.
All right. Very nice.
Part of the package. And then back here, we're calling this area back here, we call it birds. From a distance, you know, it looks like a flock of birds, but it just kind of brings in that nice graphic element of the colors. Yeah. So this is the vehicle. You'll of course be able to get with the bike rack, the ladders, the roof rack, which is now new and improved with all steel connections, where there were plastic ones before for the roof rack to be more rugged for getting off the road. And then we did a few things on the inside to make it a little bit more durable as well.
Let's
go check it out.
Yes.
So this is obviously the KL floor plan with the twin beds that makes into a king bed. But we also have this available. You can get the same package on the GL, which is the corner bed and the corner bath and the front dinette, which is also very popular. Both of those will be available in the National Park Foundation Edition.
I noticed the floor mat. That's different, so that's special for the limited edition.
Yeah, that's part of this.
Travato.
It's that special woven material that you would get like on a pontoon boat. So very nice. So when James comes in out of the sand.
What? James never goes into the sand.
I'll go right into there, and you can take it out and shake it out or spray it off. It's really rugged. So that will,
I just noticed some RAM mounts back here. That's fantastic.
The RAM mounts on both sides, so you can attach your GoPro or your iPad.
Whatever, storage basket, anything you want. And speaking of storage basket, I see another storage basket here.
Anything keepers are there from both sides for putting your phone for charging them.
All right.
This will also have the new, this is the first product that we'll launch with the new, it's got the Bluetooth controls on it. It's also the quiet air conditioner.
And you did some testing on this air conditioner, and it was like 8 decibels quieter
than the current air conditioner. So you can run it and carry on a conversation. We have a couple of our owners that did some beta testing for the RVP product company that makes these air conditioners, and they just love them because they can carry on a conversation And with this coach, you have the lithium battery that is totally silent, so there's no generator, just a nice quiet hum of your air conditioner, very comfortable.
So the quiet air conditioner, the quiet battery, no generator, all the better for enjoying the serenity of a less traveled national park.
Yes, so that makes this rig better for going into the parks. It's more park friendly.
Yep.
And if people purchase this, I do believe a donation goes to the National Park Foundation.
It's part of what we're doing to help fund the National Park Foundation. We're going to be donating some of the proceeds from each one of these sales. And that will go into the whole big kitty, going from Winnebago to the National Park Foundation.
That is incredible.
To
I'm really
excited. I'm really excited about that. We
Yeah.
just love those parks, and we got to keep them around, keep them clean, and
All 420.
all 420 of them. Yeah.
Well, this is a really special partnership because here we've got two iconic stewards of the outdoors, Winnebago and the National Park Foundation, coming together.
Yeah.
And I am excited to see how this partnership will
Unfold.
be implemented.
Yeah.
So, Russ, this is a pretty cool rig. What are you doing with it after the show?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's part of our big surprise today is that you guys, James and staff, are going to be taking this coach this summer, traveling around the country, give everybody a chance to see this, create some meetup opportunities, and people will be able to follow you online as you travel around.
Yes!
Thank you for saying that. Steph has been just
It's
like
finally
about to
out.
explode her head.
I know.
Shoo, I can talk about it now. Yes, this is the coach this is going to be on loan to us through the summer, and we can't wait to travel in it, and hopefully we'll meet up with a lot of people and they can tour it
Right.
and check
you're
it out.
actually taking this down to our Class B National Rally next
Yep,
week, right?
We'll have it in Phoenix,
Yep.
and then travels to be determined from
That's
there
gonna be
on.
fun. Yeah,
yes.
cool.
So that's it for this RVX reveal from the Winnebago booth. Thanks to everybody for watching. If you have comments, make sure you can leave them down below. And if you want to support the partnership with Winnebago and the National Park Foundation, there's a couple things that they can do.
Yes, you can follow Winnebago RVs and Go Parks on Instagram.
And you can follow the hashtag ParksLessTraveled or share that hashtag ParksLessTraveled.
Cool. Or my favorite and our favorite is to visit the national parks yourself, and hopefully you're going to do it in a Winnebago motorhome. And you can find out more about the national parks at the link that's going to be posted down below.
All right.
All right, cool. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.